flash. Oh shit!
We're live, by the way.
All right. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourselves in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours. Fuck you, Kim. He'll pop in when I've eaten. Eating. I assume that was meant to be eaten and then just fucked up. This evening's scene is going to be set in the Agrabah Nights, exclusive restaurant and social club. Coincidentally, how exclusive is it, you ask? Do you have an avatar? If not, you're not getting in. We will begin with... We'll run down my list of people to enter. And so, Tim, you are first.
All right, out of character, this is the Taftani hangout, right?
Yes.
All right, how upscale is this?
It's really exclusive, but it's not very upscale. Have you never been in it? Since it's been changed. Have you been in it or have you not?
No, I have not.
Okay. In that case, I'll do the full scene setup for both you and Heather. Give me just a second. So, as you enter into the Agrabah Nights, you will find the fact that you are standing in a large ovular room. The room itself is larger than the Griffith Club's main bar. However, it has an entirely different feel. You will step into the room not through a doorway, but rather through what looks like a flap of fabric. And as you do so, you will find that you are standing in what appears to be a large Bedouin-style tent. On the ground, there are deep and rich carpets and upholstery. There are many low circular tables that have come up to about knee height that are surrounded with cushions, upon each of which there is a large shisha pipe, happily sitting away and happily smoking away on its own coals. There is a large set of double doors on one end of the room, and interestingly enough, you will notice as you enter, the underside of the tent walls occasionally move as if buffeted by wind, and wisps of sand mar the carpet just around the skirting edges of the room, almost as if you were outside in a pleasant, balmy desert evening.
Okay. Sam is going to say something to the first person that she sees. Can it be Brett Taftani?
Yes.
Cool.
Brett Taftani can already exist in the room.
If it's horrendously racist, let me know. But Sam will look down, look up to Brett's character. She hasn't met this man before. And she's just going to say, so, does the carpet match the drapes?
All right. First of all, when you pulled up, this car was sitting outside. Second of all, Evan, is it okay if Gin Buddy comes? I never gave him a name. What's his name? Or do I need to come up with a name for him?
Let me think. His name will be Nazir. If you want to make a note of that.
Yeah, I'll put that right next to where I've got him. Sitting next to him will be a man wearing, looks like the traditional robes of a Bedouin with the hat and the drape over and everything. He will be recognizable by only what he has gold eyes, you said?
He will have, yes, gold eyes.
Okay. By the way, God, I wish I had a way to. You've seen my character's picture in the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually need to pull that up.
All right. It's that kid, but he's wearing a denim jacket with silver studs on it. He's got a bright yellow T-shirt that says "It's my way or the highway." He is actually wearing tan slacks with brown Converse Chuck Taylors. There's a laptop bag, a backpack, and a skateboard sitting next to him. He will look up at you and say, I know not what this means. But you have fun, yes? We all have fun. Everybody have fun.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
All right. Next on my list to intro, we will have Heather. You are next.
So, not long after this little exchange happens, because, well, Jewel almost never goes anywhere without Sam.
Who's still acting weird, by the way.
Yeah. Jewel will walk in and take a seat next to Sam and give a small head bow toward the person sitting next to her.
Wunderbar. Next. And in fact, before they enter, Carlisle will in theory be next in that case.
All right, Carlisle will head in. He's dressed rather normally. He just heads over to the bar, orders a shot of whiskey, and looks around the main room, nods to the people he knows, and actually he'll give a semi-friendly nod to those he doesn't know as well. A little bit deeper of a nod to the people he knows, though, and find nook to sit in and pulls out a laptop computer. It's not a really good computer. It's just something he uses for shits and giggles. He's really just playing solitaire, waiting for something to happen.
Okay. The double doors will open, and a very attractive, actually when I say very attractive, she has appearance 7, and her spec is in stunning.
Okay.
Woman will pad out. She has she has white hair, like as in bleached bone white, that is cut very close to her head. As a matter of fact, one side of her head is shaved, and then there's a comb over. She's wearing a black business suit that is expertly tailored. She's wearing slacks. She is also wearing incredibly expensive looking, you would assume Gucci or Armani, shades or sunglasses over her eyes. And she will walk to the table and she will bow. You will notice that the Bedouin gentleman who is beside Brett will have gone to full Seiza. For those who don't know what full Seiza is, it's where you physically kowtow and press your head to the ground.
Because Alazir is higher rank than him, but not as high as to disrespect her, he will in fact stand up and give a polite bow and say, "My lady, you grace me with your radiance again."
It is always a pleasure to see you, young master. I hope that the food here is at least to your liking and provides you with memories of our home.
It does so to the fact where I have flashbacks of my dear mother's cooking.
I am 1,000 times grateful to hear this. I do beg your pardon. She will offer a polite nod to the two people who are seated that she's never met, and she will say, "Welcome to Agrabah Nights. You must simply think of me as your hostess."
Sam will get up and bow to her. Kind of seeing Alazir do that. She'll probably pick.
My character didn't give his name yet, so sorry. You just called me by my dead character's name.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It happens.
I'm seeing Brett's character do his thing. My bad. I haven't learned his name yet. She will bow following his lead. Say. Hello. It is an honor to meet you. My name is Samira Kacha.
Ah, I see. She will once again politely nod, and she will then turn to Jewel and kind of quirk an eyebrow. That might work.
Jewel will also stand and bow. Thank you for your hospitality. I am called simply Jewel.
Please, masters, take your seats. You give a servant far too much credit. She will turn. She will turn and she will say something in a very peculiar sounding. It sounds like it could be Arabic, but if you speak Arabic, it's not. It just has the same kind of vowel sounds. And she says it to the kneeling man, who will stand up, bow deeply again before he will assume his seated position.
My character will sit down and say, "Forgive me for not introducing myself to you fine ladies. I am Roros Okazari."
Can you put that in the side chat, please?
Pardon?
Can you put that in the side chat, please?
Sure.
Now then.
When I made the character, I looked up male Dubai names, and this is what came up.
When she turns and looks around or says something off to the side, Carlisle will tip his glass to her in a friendly gesture.
Okay. She will look down at the assembled and she will say, "Now then, Inshati, friends, what is it you desire to eat? We do not work with a menu here, which is more a what you would wish."
They made some changes in the game, and Carlisle looks up to her and goes, "You know, I've heard some good stuff about this, but do you happen to have any curried crab?"
Yes, master. Of course we do.
Excellent. If I could have some of that, that would be absolutely fantastic. Please. I've been dying to try it for some time now.
As you say. And the rest of you, master?
Alzir is going to be polite and wait for everybody else to order before he does.
You just called yourself Alzir.
I mean,
Sorry.
Roros will be polite and wait for everybody else to order.
It's okay. When I switched from playing Asher to Tintagel, it was like every other fucking sentence.
No, it's all good. I mix up Korean and my other changeling constantly. So, the fuck am I playing? Oh, Sam. Sam will order some type of Indian food, something on the reasonable side.
In that case, you will order chicken madras and a naan bread.
Yes.
There we go. She will look at Jewel.
Jewel will order. Actually, she'll order almost exactly what Sam ordered. But she will order tea on the side.
That's fine. And she will then turn to look at the other to look at the Teftani.
He'll think for a moment. I will have. God, I actually looked this up because it looked amazing.
The amount of things that Sam could say to finish that sentence, but doesn't.
I will have kabsa with a small stuffed camel and a pot of black coffee. Oh, and shawarma for everyone. These are acceptable, yes?
Of course, young master. You will notice she will raise her hand and she will click her fingers. And when you gentlemen and ladies look down, your orders are quite literally seated before you on the table, including whatever beverages you may have desired.
Evan,
Mm-hmm.
just so we play it right, if there was a skill dot level associated to how well these dishes are made.
They are, and I've been very exact about this, they are as good as you hoped or thought they would be.
So at least a 4, if not a 5.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, Carlisle, if you see somebody that's about to say, "God damn, this is good," Carlisle is just about to say that when he looks around at his surroundings and does not say that.
As she does this, you will notice her glasses slip down her nose, and for those of you who can see, she has luminous, as in almost glow-in-the-dark, bright purple eyes. Before she will move her glasses back up the bridge of her nose, and she will say, "Is there anything else you require, young masters, before I adjourn?"
I am perfectly fine, thank you, my lady. Will you please give my best to your master?
I shall do. He has once more informed me that he has unfortunately been kept with matters of grave importance, but he does hope that we shall arrange to have tea at some point this week.
Of course. He is far too busy to deal with one such as myself. He is far too busy.
She will look at the others and say, "Is all agreeable, masters?"
Extremely good, thank you.
Sam, Heather? Or rather, Tim, Heather?
Oh, sorry. Oh, Sam didn't need anything.
I beg your pardon?
Sam didn't need anything else, if that was the question.
Oh, no, I said your food appears in front of you, so have you not eaten it?
Oh, she definitely has.
Oh, the hostess is asking if everything is all right. She was going to adjourn from the room.
Okay, yeah, she was good.
Okay. She will bow once again very deeply, will turn on her heel, and will pad out of the room.
Boris will pour himself some coffee, and he will look and say, "I must insist, you must try this. These are traditional dishes from my homeland."
You said falafel was ordered for everybody, right?
He ordered shawarma for everybody.
Shawarma, thank you. Sorry. Pardonians not knowledge of the difference.
I believe shawarma is thinly cut meat.
It is, and it's wrapped in an Arabic bread, where falafel is thick small cut meat that is laid out on a pita.
Thank you. I do apologize. Carlisle will step over to him and take the offered his share of the ordered shawarma and take an immediate bite and be like, "This is actually pretty good. I like it."
Okay. We're just going to because basically when Kim enters, dinner time will end rather abruptly. So we're just going to let Torna introduce Sketch. Have you had him in the new Teftani bar since it opened, or have you not?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have.
Okay, cool. In that case, you will bimble in. There is a group of people. They are all smoking shisha and having delicious food.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sketch is over there like a lightning bolt. It's probably like a hungry ferret. He just emerges amidst the smoke.
An
wild dreadlocks that.
Arabic gentleman you've never met before, an Arabic 18-year-old that you've never met before, wearing fairly gaudy denim clothing, with tan slacks and Chuck Taylors. He is actually going to toss you a shawarma. Eat, Have fun, be happy. Yes, everyone be happy.
Yep, Sketch gives him the thumbs up and proceeds to literally devour it within like 3 seconds.
The door will once again open, and a woman will pad out. You've met this woman before. She was Prince Aishar's djinn, who you saw decapitate someone with a punch. She will walk out. She is dressed in the same black business suit with black shades, and she will bow to Sketch, and she will say, "It afternoon, young master. It is agreeable to see you again.
Hey, it's agreeable to see you. Second shawarma comes in his mouth.
I'm merely here to ask you what it is you wished to eat.
Oh. Everything? He'll say, twirling his locks. As much meat as you can give me.
Okay, so the table has been dominated by just a couple of people and a few dishes. She will very casually shrug as she says, "As you wish." She will raise up her hand, she will snap her fingers, and you will see the fact that the remainder of the table is now covered in crockery that have many different meats of various different kinds in all different manners that have been prepared, including, for those of you who have never seen it, she has prepared a triduckin.
Oh.
Do we know what triduckin is?
I
Do
know
you mean
what a
turducken?
I know what that is.
A triducken is turkey stuffed with chicken, stuffed with duck.
You said triducken, that's why I got confused.
Yeah, triducken. And she will just kind of gesture for the boy to like. She'll kind of cork an eyebrow and she'll say, "Please stop before your gastric intake reaches critical mass and you explode. But other than that, be welcome."
Sketch has just a look of it. So beautiful on his face. He's like, he starts to just dip his face in it nearly.
All right, then. She will once again proceed to adjourn to the other room. At which point, the dinner will be interrupted. As Kim, you may do the intro thing.
Okay, so Zach will kind of, yeah, he'll walk into the room. He's not trying to be too flashy or anything. He's had a very tough day. He's on like 1 willpower, not having a good day, you know. His cassock is stained with blood. Not like entirely. It's definitely spattered. There's probably some very unpleasant goop too from, you know, corruption that fucking happened.
Okay. Are you wearing a cassock or are you wearing a priest suit?
He's wearing his cassock today.
Okay. Half of one of the legs of the cassock has been completely eaten through by something. It almost looks like an acid burn. He is streaked with blood and has various bits of viscera physically hanging from his hair, almost as if he had stood in front of what I would lovingly refer to as a weed whacker that had decided it really enjoyed steak that particular day. Do you have he is cradling an unconscious teenage body in his arms.
And he's got a cane. And of course his rosary.
He has a cane.
Alzir will quickly jump up and he will say,
You called yourself Alzir again.
fuck. Boros will quickly jump up and say, "The priest, he is injured. He needs help. We need help. Help."
I'm a doctor. Put him on the table.
I am not the one that is injured. It is Alex. He says calmly as he walks over to a table and lays Alex down on it.
Yeah, Carla will rush ahead of her and clear anything off the table. Off of him. Sorry. And,
Boros is going to look over to Nazir and say, "Is there anything you can do to help, my friend?"
He will look at him and he will answer you in Arabic and he'll say, "My lord, the light of Hashem has left him." Hashem is the Zoroastrian god of the universe. The light of Hashem would be his soul.
Don't fucking remind me.
At that point, Boros just drops to his knees.
Fuck it. Sam's still gonna try. And also, she didn't hear that. So what kind of damage does this dude have again?
He has some superficial burns on his face and arms. Also, you'll notice deep bruising on his throat, where you can actually see the indentation of slender fingers.
Okay. So basically, what I'm understanding is his windpipe was closed.
No, he just has deep bruising.
Okay.
He appears to be breathing normally.
Oh, okay, so he's still alive. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do a life sight roll right quick.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be doing some. She's gonna check this dude out a bit, look into his eyes, do all that, feel his pulse.
Make me that sweet, sweet life sight roll.
I was in the right. Yes, it is the right game. 2 successes.
Yeah, you bring up your life sight. It'll be on for the scene. His physical form, with the exception of, as I say, some minor what is called medium to deep level bruising on his throat, and 1 or 2 burns that look as if they were maybe chemical burns on his face and arms. He's entirely healthy. He should not be unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, Sam's gonna look to Zach, and she's gonna say, "This isn't something physical."
I know.
Rose is going to whisper in Arabic to Nazir. Has Ahura Mazda claimed him?
No, Inshati. He still draws breath, but he is. I believe the expression is, the light is on, but no one is home.
I understand, Nazir. Thank you for your counsel.
Can you tell us what happened, Zach?
Oh, so can you repeat that for me, Heather, please?
Can you tell us what happened, Zach?
Okay. Yeah, Sam's looking over at Zach, like, if he knew, like, no, she would.
I was in my office in my home, my sanctum, where I had just finished opening a box. That was rather crucial to be opened when I noticed something going on the floor above me, and that is where the bedrooms are. By the time I had reached the stairs, there was a woman who had Alex by the throat. Oh, by the way, this dude speaks with a French accent, which I cannot do. So, yes. Frenchy French. And we had a discussion, and she said that Alex was to become the host body for her master. I managed to get Alex to safety, and she pursued. There was a fight. She was defeated, thankfully. Just barely. And I'm not sure if she is truly dead or defeated, but either way it was unpleasant, and she is gone now, as was whatever she summoned.
Can you describe her for me?
And did she name this master?
She will... blah, blah, playing a dude. Good job, Kim. He will describe her. You'll have to look at Evan with puppy dog eyes for that.
He describes a relatively attractive woman with long black hair tied back in a long braid, whose eyes were completely black and had black corruption running through the veins on her face, as well as incredibly long black fingernails. And yes, that is the exact person you think it is.
Did she happen to have the Thanatos heart beating in her chest?
I mean, and I don't think she mentioned her master, did she, Evan? She just said, like, Dark Lord.
You most assuredly saw at least a vestige of her master.
Was it nice? Oh my god. So you will describe that, and then go on to say,
For the record, when she describes the master, she will describe what is almost like a being of roughly human shape without any physical features on its face that appeared to be made entirely from darkness and starlight.
Ross is going to look over at Nazir and say, in Arabic, does not sound like a Afriti. Must be a new type of thing.
He will say, I have no idea what it is in Shati. I have absolutely no clue.
We will find out together, my friend.
and so I managed to dispel them from my home, and
But this woman yet lives,
no doubt,
as does her master.
more than likely. And then when I went to go check on Alex, his soul was gone.
Then it would be kindest to dispatch the body.
No.
There is way to restore, but requires great magical power. Great magical power indeed. The light of Hashem, once taken, must be recalled from the aether.
Kim, do you still have its ring?
Yes, but considering it was like hella corrupted, he was like, I don't really know these people. I'm not gonna say, oh, hey, I've got this really powerful corruption ring, which also, might have his soul in it, in case people are like, well, I'm gonna just snatch it off the priest and become like a being of, because he doesn't know anyone that well other than like.
Did you give it to the Archbishop, or did you leave it somewhere safe?
No, like he's got it. No, he's got it with him because he wants to use it along with his correspondence to try to locate signatures similar to those to find the other artifact. So he kept it. It's wrapped in like a shit ton of cloth in his pocket.
Okay.
Jewel will look to Sam like, you seriously? Am I gonna say something about this? Basically, she's looking to Sam for backup and going,
By the way, guys, the lights in here start flinking on and off.
Oh,
that's
how
pleasant.
fast.
And Zach will interpose himself between, like, Jewel and just kind of casually, like, between pretty much everyone but Sam and Alex, because now he's like, well, I kind of regret fucking bringing Alex here.
I assume this man is your vassal or otherwise your responsibility. Is that correct?
Hey, Brett, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Please roll me your intelligence gin lore.
Absolutely.
Continue with your roleplay, guys. I just need him to roll that. Continue.
Standard, right? 3.
Okay. Perhaps making open threats against the physical well-being of someone in a place that is protected by Jinn is not good for anyone's safety or betterment.
Right. Especially seeing the light starting to flicker. Roros will hold up his hands and say, please, 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 you are disrespecting hospitality of business. This place is sacred ground to my master, my prince, and his allies.
Yeah, Carlisle has stood up now and moved over to stand beside Zach to impose himself between the others and the unconscious body for the moment.
By the way, hi Tim, I'm going to need you to roll that PTSD.
Yeah, what's the roll for it?
I think it's willpower, and I think it's...
Diff 7.
I think it's I think it's. I was gonna say. I think it's 7.
Cool.
Jewel will bow to Roros. My apologies then to you and your prince.
Hey, there's a success.
Okay, you are okay. You are able to keep control. You are about you are a couple of steps away from breaking down, though.
Okay. Yeah, so Sam is going to she's going to stop because she doesn't want to do anything and accidentally harm Alex. She's going to say, yes, I think he's very right. Let's all calm down and examine the situation.
I simply do not wish any harm to come to the soul of this poor young man if his body were to be defiled by something.
I understand the concern. I do. But I think that there are things here that take exception to that, or people that take exception to that, or at least the way it is.
You will notice that essentially the double door through which the djinn left have opened, and she's standing in the doorway, and she will say, whilst you are indeed correct, Inshati, that we do not take threats against those within our sanctum well, I assure you, she'll gesture at the lights. This is not me.
Oh,
Well, fuck.
Well, that's even more pleasant.
At that point, Alazir is actually going to pull out 2
Not Alazir!
coins. Sorry, Roros is going to reach into his pockets. He's going to pull out a coin. He's going to start flipping it, almost like a nervous tick. He's going to say, in Arabic, "My lady, are you in danger? Is the prince in danger? Do we need to leave and go elsewhere?"
The prince is not here. And you see her eyes are half closed. And she says, but we are not here anymore. Interesting.
I apologize. I brought something with me that could potentially cause harm. I did not realize it sooner.
Can everyone please make me perception awareness rolls? Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hey. Oh.
2.
Does Prime Sight help with this?
3 successes.
Okay, with Prime Sight already active, there is a blinding flash of prime energy, and then all around you, outside of the windows of this establishment, everything seems charged with prime energy.
One day I'm gonna gain the frickin' blind flaw.
One day.
Well, one day you'll have correspondence, so it won't matter.
I have correspondence now. I have correspondence side up too.
Hashtag Logan.
Hashtag Loki salty.
Still pretty salty.
All right, so guys, what are your perception alertness or awareness rolls when you're done?
Carlisle has 2.
Okay, do we have a 2?
3 on me.
Jewel also has 2?
2 for sketch.
Also 2. 2 for sketch. Anyone else need to roll?
Tim, did you roll?
I mean, I got it with Prime Sight.
Yeah, you kind of did. Tim, do you need to roll?
No, I already did. I got 2.
Okay, so we've got It's a blanket of 2s and 1 3. Okay, for the 2s, you feel your stomach slightly lurch in a very odd way, as in you're kind of like, okay, this is slightly weird. Okay, that was a bit weird. There was definitely, the air seemed charged for a split second, and it started to crackle around you, almost as if you were standing in a fire for a split second, but then it ceased and subsided. Who got the 3 successes?
Roros.
Okay. What's Aurora's spirit?
2.
Okay. All around you feels like spirit. But not good spirit, cold spirit.
Ross has only ever perceived the Umbra, so this doesn't feel like the Umbra, right?
No, it does not, Jim. Hey, Kim, where's Ikiro when you need her? Because guess where you guys are?
In Shadowlands.
As you guys look outside, did the sky always look like it was crying nightmares?
Oh.
Alazir is going. Roros is going to turn to Nazir and to the You said that she's in a mirror, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into the Emir and say, please use your powers to get yourselves to safety. We must find our own way out of here. We cannot go with you.
We will stay in order to keep you safe. We are bound in contract and sealed in covenant to do so.
Loras will nod. Forgive me. I was only concerned for the safety of others, not for myself.
On a rocky outcrop that was not there before, literally you assume it is just your building that is now seated where it is. You see a figure standing, leaning on a staff, her hair billowing in the windless air. And then all around you, you start to hear the moans, the calls, the shrieks, and the screams. You see ghastly figures press their faces against the windows, half corpses, now rotting and mouldering from memory. They claw, and you see Arabic, bright tinged Arabic, start reflecting on the glass surfaces as they cannot seem to break through. But oh, the screaming and oh, the wailing, the gnashing of teeth. It seems as if it resonates into your very bones, into your very soul. Can people please make me a power difficulty 6 in order to stave off fear?
I'm sorry, what kind of roll was it?
Willpower.
Willpower.
Okay.
The lights in the room have all gone completely dead. You are now standing only in the lights of the candles and the shisha pipes upon the table.
2.
Okay. It's pretty much just a situation of let me know if anyone fails their willpower roll. Please, for the love of God, don't botch. I've already had to have one player suffer a heart attack once.
Haha.
Was it diff 6 or diff 8? I can't remember.
Div 6.
Div 6.
All right. I succeed.
I have 4.
Wow. Okay.
I have
You
2
guys just got
successes.
What is fear? Fear is an illusion. What was that, Heather?
2 successes over here.
Okay. Okay, no one failed. Awesome. This is by no means pleasant. You do feel the fear, but you're able to fight it back. As you see the figures, these ghastly, ghostly shapes, smash their hands on the window, but they do not impact glass. It is as if they are rebuffed. As I said, you see golden scrolls of Arabic script blazed life, each pounding their fists.
Carlisle will look over at their host. Do you have any weapons that will work wherever this is?
We are in the realm of a Hazura Mazda. There is not much that will work here.
I have no idea what you just said.
She looks at him and she says, do you really think that guns, shotgun shells, the weapons of the mundane world can affect the dead?
I do not know, but do you have blades that might work?
In
She kind of...
theory,
Oh, sorry.
in theory, any weapon charged with a sufficient amount of spiritual energy would work on these. However, I would gather these are souls of those who have died, and as such, I think it would be best not to harm them unless it is entirely unavoidable otherwise.
These are the souls of the corrupted dead who could not reach Hashem, or return to the cycle. Perhaps by reducing them to nothingness, it would be a blessing that they be able to finally find peace.
That
Okay.
would be a terrible idea. Can we not do that, please?
I mean, no offense to you, Mr. Boris, was it? Sorry?
Roros,
Am I saying that right?
yes. Roros.
All right. I don't understand what you are speaking of. So, can we keep it to more simplified terms? With no offense, I just don't understand your belief system. So we're in a severe situation in which more simplicity might be better.
Very well. These.
Okay.
Sorry, Evan, if you want to interject from somebody else.
Whose parents here are dead?
Hey,
Oh,
Hi, Sketch.
hey,
Hi, Sketch. 'Cause
hey.
I get to do a ridiculous Irish
Hey.
accent, so I'm okay with this. Sketch, outside the window, the one to the most left-hand side, you see a figure of. She was. How long ago did your mother die?
When Sketch was 7.
Okay, so you would have those vague, fuzzy, yet always happy memories of the face. Kind of like, always at the edge of memory kind of moment. You'll see that face, Sketch, but it's not clawing or smashing itself against the glass. No, it's just there with its hand pressed against it, looking at you, and you feel almost like the love resonating from the face. That was your mom. She would cut the crusts off your sandwiches and make you feel better when you were sad. And she's right there.
Yeah, Sketch had so far has displayed quite good fortitude with the undead, and he's just like, yeah, okay. And then we'll see his mom, and the whole expression will change. It'll soften. He'll start to get up and walk towards the window.
Stop.
Jewel will put a hand on his shoulder.
Next thing Sketch will see is the other ghosts crowding around his mother, starting to tear at her with their long fingers, almost like claws, ripping into her, and you alone will hear her scream.
Carlisle will look over at Warris. Is there any reason we shouldn't believe what we're seeing?
this place.
If we are indeed in the realm of the corrupted dead, they will attempt to draw us to them so that they may take our souls.
Then Then what you're saying is don't necessarily believe what we're seeing. Good to know.
We see things fundamentally differently. However, this place will play tricks on you. This place will only take from you. You have to be careful here.
He will again look over at their host. Again, is there any weapons in here we can use to defend ourselves in case it's needed? Blades. I have spiritual. I have the ability of the spirits. I can possibly do something with some weapons if necessary.
She looks at you with absolute disgust, and she will say, "The only weapon you require in Shati is your own faith." I have no sword to give you. I have no mantle to bestow on you. I have no ammunition for you to spew forth. You must simply steel yourself in your soul and heart. That is all you can do.
He looks like he's about to say something, but just offers a slight bow.
Fuck it. I mean, consider life sight would be utterly counterintuitive here.
Life sight kind of hurts your eyes because there's the complete absence of life.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that down.
Yeah. Okay.
Does my slipstream effect, is that still working here?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember, boys and girls, because if you have even one dot of spirit lore or any relevant lores, you will know this. On the other side of the gauntlet, or the veil, the rules change and paradox ceases to exist.
Oh, it's some bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, Evan, it literally looks like he's about to say something, but then he thinks that it might be insulting and bites his tongue and offers that slight back.
Okay. Hi, Kim.
I hate when you say that.
Kim, outside another window, there is the face of a rather rosy-cheeked little girl. You guess she was a teenager. She looks to be maybe 14, 15. What was her name? You knew her back in France, just when you were out of the seminary. Was her name Babette? It's been so long. She came to you for confession. She had to confess her sins. She'd been mean to her sisters and had forgotten to feed her dog, Rufus. She hung herself shortly thereafter when it became clear that her father was abusing her. You see those tears run down those perfect rosy cheeks. You remember them as they were ashen pale when you were told that she couldn't be buried like anyone else because she was a suicide and needed to suffer God's wrath. And you see those tears, Kim. Those tears roll down her face.
Zach's had a tough day. He's got like wood willpower. He's just gonna cry. It's not gonna be like one of those really nasty hysterical cries, though. It's gonna be like a movie cry where there's just kind of like silent tears.
Take a fucking shot, everyone.
I can't stand you.
Evan, I do have a curious question.
Yeah, yes.
Do mind shields have any mind shields have any effect in protecting against any of this?
No. Mind shields affect, this is a very important point. Mind shields affect you against supernatural and magical influence. They do not affect you against things like basic human impulses, such as fear.
No, I'm just wondering for if they're trying to make you see things.
No, this is what's actually being shown.
Okay.
As in, these are physically spiritual entities that are outside.
Okay.
However, the wards appear to be holding strong. You see the figure on the hill, and you start to see green light flicker around them, as clearly there's a build-up of energy.
That doesn't look good.
Roros is going to look to them and say, the corruptors, they seek to break into this place. Worse than the deceivers they are. By Hashem, I swear.
Okay, so... out of character, the white-haired lady is here now, right? Is she in the room, or who's it?
Yeah, the Jinn with the white hair is in the room. Yes.
Okay. She's gonna look over and say, my lady, is there any kind of way for us to, not be here? Because here kind of seems really terrible. You have a beautiful home, but I'm talking about, the property around it.
She kind of quirks an eyebrow and she says, "What do you mean, Inshati?"
I mean, we are currently in the realm of the dead. How do we not be there?
I have no idea. This is, how do you phrase, not my wheelhouse.
That is fair enough. Are you able to bolster the defenses around this building?
She will half close her eyes. Once again, she's taken off her sunglasses so you can see the luminous purple eyes. She half closes them and she says, "So far, the wards are holding. They do not require my intercession as of yet, but as to if I am capable, the answer is yes."
But that being up there on that hill is doing something, and it don't look good.
No.
Would you be able to intercept an incoming attack?
She contemplates, and she says, "It would depend richly upon the nature of the attack."
An attack from the bale fires of the corruptors.
I do not know.
I agree. It's not something that our people have usually faced.
No. We tend to leave that to the silent ones.
I would hope if we had one of them, they might actually know what's going on here.
Who are the silent ones?
You call them the Alibatin.
No. Unfortunately, I don't think I know any of those.
You will start to see the ground before the chanting figure, the figure flecked in green, start to writhe as bodies, skeletal figures, start to rise up and shamble and creak and crack together. They seem to be forming what almost look to be legs of dozens of bodies.
He just kind of chuckles. Interesting. She's making a bone golem.
Presumably to break the wall down.
All right. So then, and I'm assuming no one here has the ability to, say, open up the veil and get us back into the world of the living.
Afraid not. It is quite different from what I usually appear through. My familiarity with this world is very different.
Evan,
Mm-hmm.
is it? This is a good question. Is this as simple as stepping across the veil?
You would assume so.
I can try. I am unfamiliar with this, what do we call it, realm, but I could try it and see if it would work.
I will warn you, this creature clearly this entity clearly brought you here with the express desire of keeping you here. You know that this building is warded. It would not be beyond the possibility for them to have placed wards outside your wards.
They literally did that to Nightshade. Well, the Technocracy did. That is the thing. Okay.
But then again, because of the Teftani ward that's keeping you safe, you cannot see any magical effect beyond it, as in with Prime Sight, you cannot determine if one is there. So, it's a crapshoot. One might be there. Ian, you might be able to step forward entirely safely, or you might turn into dust large enough to fit in a matchbox.
Evan?
Can you stop tapping your finger? Thank you. There we go.
Okay.
We're in a spirit world, aren't we?
You are what, sorry?
We're in a spiritual world, aren't we?
You're in the Shadowlands, yes.
Yeah. Can I call my familiar here?
Once again, would you like to see my comment about the building being warded?
I mean, not summon it, but speak with it.
Outside of the Teftani warding barrier, yes. Inside, no.
Okay.
Carlisle's going to try it.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Carlisle is going to take out his cell phone and pretty much dial home. That's going to be his focus. Of course, his cell phone's not actually going to work, but that's how he's focusing his magics. Using a focus, using a quint. So that should lower his difficulty to, what, 5?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll use a second quint to lower it to 4.
Okay, make that roll.
If I die, I don't have any use for it. And I will spend a willpower. That will be 3 successes with the willpower.
Okay. For the record, Torno, were you saying something just as Ian started to speak?
No, he'll start to say, so it brought us here for that. He'll point at the body.
Okay, at that point, Ian will vanish. Those of you looking out the window, Ian, it did not ward the place to turn you into a enough dust to fill a matchbox. You are, however, deposited, rather dumped, about 10 feet away from the chanting individual. It redirected you.
Shit.
You guys will see Carlisle unceremoniously on his belly in front of this individual.
That cannot be good.
Okay, so
That
it
is
looks
not
like
good.
the path is forward. Does anyone here disagree?
I didn't hear what you said, Tim.
Oh, Sam said it looks like the only path is forward.
Roris will continue to flip his coin and say, "Just who the hell do you think I am?" And he'll start heading to the door.
Bitchin'.
And the man at the back said, "Everyone attacked and it turned into a ballroom." Sorry.
I like you, Kamino.
The Jin will turn and she will say, "I am able to very briefly, and I emphasize this, it will not last more than a few minutes. Make it so the restless dead cannot see you. Is that your wish, masters?"
Roris is going to turn to the others and say, "If it's long enough for us to get past them, but they keep their focus on the house, we can go and we can assist Carlisle."
Yeah, is everyone all right with this? We're getting ready to do some crazy shit.
It's about to get biblical. The woman will walk over and she's going to gently pick up Alex, Kim. Like you can tell she's being incredibly gentle. And she will say, "You have my word, Inshati, that I will give my life before I allow harm to befall the boy."
Thank you. He will incline his head slightly and then say, "Thank you."
She will look at Samira, who appears to be leading the gung ho charge, and she will say, "So you wish them not to see you? Is that your wish, master?"
Yeah. Can it be on all of us or just me?
All of you. Well, all of you currently within this building. Unfortunately, Mr. Carlisle is somewhat beyond my reach.
Yeah. Does it look like the ghosts are about to swarm him and kill him?
That's a negatory, actually. They don't look like they've noticed he's over there.
Okay, awesome. Then yeah, Sam will nod, and she'll look over and she'll say, again, if anyone has any better idea, I am down to hear it.
Well, I got him into this mess, so I owe him.
Fair enough.
Okie dokie, Artichoke. I'm going to go back to you, Ian, in just a second, but the Jinn will lift her hand and she'll snap her fingers. Guys, you will feel your skin it's almost like a static charge runs over you. It's kind of like an ooh moment. It's not unpleasant. I mean, I'm pretty sure Sketch liked it.
Yep.
Hashtag, hashtag ecstatic. Hashtag, electro, what's it called, electrolysis?
Electrolysis, yeah, giggity goo, and like a sketch in the background.
Yo, you should totally use a focus like right on.
All right, and you guys are gonna bust out the motherfucking door because the ghost can't motherfucking see you. Who wishes to actually take a stealthy approach to try and sneak up on her, as opposed to those who are just charging gung ho?
I mean,
Wait,
Sam's not
I'm
charging.
torn.
She was talking mad shit, but she's not. She doesn't want to be silly about this.
Sketch is going into pro with everybody else.
Yes.
Here is my deck. My deck is on the table.
Like, barely trying to do all that.
Definitely going stealthy with this one.
Yep.
Yeah, Rose is gonna stealth
Your
everybody
deck.
else.
Carlisle, you are lying face down in the dust.
What's this diff for this deck stealth?
6 standard. Let me know what your successes are in a few minutes. As I said, I'm just going to give Ian some time. So, as I said, you are lying face down in the dust.
Okay, and does anything seem to have noticed me?
Oh yeah, the woman has stopped chanting and she's looking down at you. She has a staff that appears to be made from kind of a black light reflecting stone with a large ruby set on the top of it, and she's looking down at you with a kind of a bemused look on her face.
He's going to stand up and brush himself off. Hi.
I know you. Your name is Carlisle.
Sure.
You know, my father was a member of the Society of Ether.
Really? Did I happen to know him?
Did you ever meet the great Maximilian Tempelhof?
Evan?
He was pretty famous. You know, he lived in Dublin and that he died recently. But you know, he was pretty famous. He was a chair of studies. His particular field of interest was extra dimensional. Extra dimensional velocity in physics. He was responsible for designing a lot of the engines that are used by the Ethernaut crafts that currently patrol the Umbra. He was quite a big deal. You never knew he had a daughter.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying, you never knew he had a daughter.
So, the kind of famous kind that would give speeches at graduations of students at the academy.
Kind of, yeah.
So, possible that he gave a speech for Carlisle's graduating year?
Possibly.
So, perhaps they met in passing momentarily?
You may have seen him, but it's very doubtful you met him. As I said, he also hasn't been active in the last kind of 20 years or so.
Fair enough. I think maybe he may have been at my graduation. Saw him in passing. I don't think I actually got to speak to the man. From what I hear, nice guy, great guy, famous.
Yes. I've often never seen how great and good tend to go together. He wasn't either, but c'est la vie. Then again, these things happen.
True. So, you seem to be a semi-nice person. I suppose what brings you here? Because I know what brought us here.
Yes, I did.
That's what I was guessing.
It is because your priest friend stole my ring, and I would very much like it back.
Fuck you.
Well, why would she go and steal something like that?
Because I tried to kill her.
Him?
Or him, rather. I tried to kill him.
Well, you know, on the grand scale of things, attempted murder versus petty larceny kind of seems...
Oh, Ian, you were doing so well. Okay. To be fair, his armor has ridiculous soak, so there is some chance he will live.
It is a 15 armor.
Yes, I need to roll some sweet arete. Doing so well. Okay. Guys, what is the damage on 4 successes into effect on a Forces Blast?
Let's see, is that...
A lot.
Where's that at?
Oh, wait, no, it would become 5 because Forces adds 1 whenever you use it. So it'll be 5 successes. I think it's 10.
Do you know what page it would be on?
Hang on a second. I have the storyteller screen.
Haha.
Haha, indeed. Okay, we're looking for difficulty minors for that's time and effort. No circumstances. Should be in the same place. You wanted to know the level of damage?
Yeah, I know it's done in damage levels, but I need to know what 5 successes on an effect for forces is actually in terms of damage levels.
Okay.
I have the odd feeling it's 10.
I think it may be.
Please hold while we try to murderize you.
Whatever it is, I do took 6 of it. So.
Okay, I'm just going to do this the easy way. Here we go. Damage and duration. 5 successes?
Yeah.
5 successes is 10 levels.
Okay. So, Carlisle, basically, you will soak. You said you soaked 4?
6.
Okay, cool. In that case, Carlisle, you would be blasted back by what is essentially emerald lightning that kicks from your staff and impacts you in the chest. Holy shit, that hurts. You will take 4 levels of aggravated damage and not be a very happy camper.
Okay. Clearly the wrong answer. I will say, ow and sorry?
At this point, we will have what I will lovingly refer to as the murder hobos randomly boot out the door of the proverbial tea shop. For the record, as you run out, you will notice the fact that literally she clearly ripped this building right out of its foundations in Dublin and brought it, because it has neither of the buildings on either side. It's just kind of sitting there looking really, really lonely.
Oh dear God. Did she happen to get any other people?
Tim, Tim is the first person who asked this. She took the entire front street, so there's like half a car and a full car and another half a car. Unfortunately for that person who was standing right where the half a car was, there's also half a person. There's at least 2 other corpses on the ground that are fresh, and you can see the gouge marks in them. You can only describe as skeletal things.
I have to ask, since you said, is my Lotus here?
Yes.
I have to buy a new one now.
I know. Such sad.
Well, it's only $200,000.
Which half of the Lotus is there?
Oh my God, Sketch. There's another car right there. You know, it would be great. Car ramming speed.
I mean, the Sketch is sneaking out and look over the Sam. It's like, look at her, point at the car, go, we could, Like, we'll whisper.
Can that please be right around the time Carlisle gets shot with lightning?
Yes, it can.
To Carlisle's defense, you guys do see Carlisle get back to his feet.
It doesn't matter.
We could totally do a Bad Boy 2 style. Like, come on, this would be fucking great.
Either this chick really sucked at her attack, or Carlisle's a whole lot tougher than he looks.
Can I recognize Templehoff from this range?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. We're running this bitch over.
Yeah, Sketch will start sneaking his way over the car with 3 successes.
All right. She definitely does not see you. However, you can see her staff is charging again to clearly shoot Carlisle. So, at this point, boys and girls, we're going to have to do that thing that is called the initiative order.
Alrighty.
Why is it whenever Sketch is in a scene, some kind of vehicular accident is going to occur? Jesus.
Yeah. 13.
Out of character, who has drive?
Me.
Awesome. Because I have an idea.
I think I do.
Can somebody just mark down that Tempelhof is going on a 14?
What was the name, Evan?
Oh, no, I don't.
I beg your pardon?
What was the name?
Tempelhof. Templehoff. Everyone loves the initiative where you get to run the funny down with. Ironically, the most epic way they've killed this bitch. I still remember Anthony Jerome Baxter's super taser.
Where we all got together and combined our focuses. It was bad.
While someone ran away, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm not throwing that shade.
I can throw that shade. I want to throw that shade.
I just want one person to go after me, please.
So people all roll their initiative. Okay, do we have an initiative order?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Who was first?
Zach is first, then Jewel, then Tempelhof, and Rora. You know what? I'm going to write this down and I'm going to put it in the side of the chat. Zach goes first.
All right. Hey, Zach, do your thing.
Priestly, motherfucking. No, I don't. Can I get close enough to stab them?
It's going to take you at least an entire. You can throw a fireball.
I'm gonna just throw a fireball then. Fucking.
Paradox means nothing here.
Yeah, paradox doesn't exist here.
I know, but I wanted to stab them.
Knifey.
It's not fun if I can't stab. By the way.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh no, because he still has the cane.
Yes, he does.
I'm afraid.
Which is still a cane, by the way.
Okay, I'm afraid for the cane's well-being, so I'm just like, he's just holding it.
Okay.
I fear for the cane.
You're going to cast a fireball at him?
Yes, I'm going to cast a fireball. Probably going to turn around and hit me, and then I'm going to have a bad day. But I'm going to hit this motherfucker with a fucking fireball. Ah, shit. I can't spend a willpower, otherwise I won't be able to cast magic, because I'll be at 0. God dang it. Okay. Oh. I mean, that's acceptable. That's like 4 successes.
Okay, I believe that's 8 levels of damage.
Yes. And it is a fireball. So...
Describe what you do.
So... with the cane in one hand, he's just holding it. You know, he was probably walking along with it. Because, yes. He will take his rosary in the other hand and begin praying. When he is
This
finished...
is not the time for deja vu, for the record, Brett. It's not a car chase. Continue.
I mean, was it going to be anything else, though?
Yeah.
There's also... Get out the way.
When he has finished praying, he was probably praying in Latin, something along the lines of, you know, God give me strength to purge this corruption from the face of the earth. And then he will move his hand away, extend it towards the Templehoff chick, and there is a gout of flame that will shoot from his hand towards her.
Okay, you will see the flame strike the hand that has her staff. You will notice her hand burn, but then the crimson ruby on top of her staff will glow an incredibly bright hued red, and the remainder of the fire will be sucked up into it. She will turn, her hand still steaming, and she will say, "Father, how wonderful you've come to hear my confession." Continue.
Indeed, I
Finish.
have. Well, I couldn't say anything sorry. Fuck.
Oh, sorry, Kimmy. Did you want to say something else?
No, it's all good. It was just gonna be snarky stuff.
Kim, give me the snark. After the shit day he's had, the priest deserves some snark.
It was just gonna be along the lines of course I have my child, or I will always hear the confessions of the sinful before they are removed from this earth.
Ooh. Who's next in the initiative?
Shit, can you get a willpower for that shit?
Please, can I get a willpower?
Yeah, I'll give you willpower for that.
Yep. Next in the initiative order is me, and
Okay.
I'm debating two options. Is it even worth looking at this woman with spirit sight to discern whether or not she is in fact a spirit? Or is it pretty obvious that she, like everything else here, is made of spirit?
I can't really hear you, Heather.
Is
Heather
this
wants
any
to
better?
know if that's a spirit or not.
Oh, it's not a spirit, it's a physical being.
Okay. All right. In that case, All right. I think I know what I want to do. In that case, I would like to give Carlisle a little boost to avoid getting hit again.
Okay. What spheres you can use?
Alrighty. This is a route on my sheet. It's called Guide the Threads of Fate.
Okay.
So it's a level 2 route, so the base difficulty would be 5. Well, I mean, the base difficulty would be 4 because it's a route. And Jewel will use her tools, so that would bring the difficulty down to 3.
Routes do not automatically decrease the difficulty, they just make it so you don't take fast casting penalties, so it'll still be difficulty 4.
Okay, that's fair.
You can spend a quintessence if you wish to lower it by an additional one.
You know what? I will spend a point of quintessence for that.
Cool.
And I would also like to spend a point of willpower so I don't botch this.
Okay, by all means, so that will be... Okay, so roll that, plus 1 success.
That is 3 successes.
Okay, so what's the route itself do?
Okay, so what it does is for, basically, what this route does is it will give Carlisle a bonus to dodge. 1 automatic success.
Okay, cool. In that case, Ian, any dodge attempts you make will be at a -2 difficulty for the scene.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's
Thank
next in the initiative? I think it's Hellbitch.
It is Hellbitch.
Yeah, it is Hellbitch.
Yeah.
Hellbitch is next.
Yep.
Alright, you'll notice that her charred hand, she'll reach up and she'll lick the blood off it, like clearly enjoying the sensation of the pain. As she will basically turn around and the head of her staff will blaze with an ethereal light. The construction on the gigantic being that she was building, that you guesstimate when it is complete will be about 25 feet tall, is almost instantaneously done, as opposed to having to wait. And she smiles as this great bone behemoth that appears to be made of flesh, bone, and suffering takes an exultating roar and looks towards the heavens like. She smiles and she points her finger and she says, "Kill them all." At which point it will start to shamble slowly forwards. And that is the next person in the initiative.
Looks like Roros.
Okay, so does she look like she's bitching out now, or is she staying around?
Oh, she's still staying there.
Okay. So there's two ways to take down a golem. Either take it down or remove the magic empowering it. So Roros is going to flick his coin, and he's going to set it, and he's going to sing aloud. Gray skies will chase the light away no longer. I fought the fight. Now only light will remain forever. And he's going to flick the coin at her. As he's flicking the coin, he is casting his level 3 Forces Rote, which is increased kinetic flow.
He did the
Spending a
most
quintessence, using personalized foci, drops that down to 4, spending willpower for an additional success, or at least to not botch. Only one success. Well, 2 successes with willpower.
Okay, what's the road's actual effect?
The rote's actual effect is it increases any stored potential energy and transfers it, and once it's transferred to kinetic, it increases that by a factor of the successes.
Okay, in that case, would you like to continue casting and maybe release it on your next turn as opposed to doing it now?
Yes, I will.
Okay, cool. Next.
All right, it's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
How long will it take us to get to the car versus her?
If you're in the car, 1 action. If you're not in the car, 2 actions.
Let's hop in the car.
We're in the car.
Yeah. I have a terrible idea. Because Sketch has drive.
It's going to have to involve driving between a golem's legs to do it now.
I got drive. I can do this.
All right, because I have a terrible idea. Hey, Evan, can I hotshot a car?
Yes.
Cool. So, my action is going to be my action is going to be basically like casting it on the car. So basically, like, you know, when Sketch does his thing, he'll get the benefits of it.
God almighty, sweet mother of God. Okay.
Okay.
I'm dropping a willpower.
Somebody posted the fucking quote chat. Hey, Evan, I've got to ask you something. What? Can I hotshot a car? Just science.
Okay, so additional for forces. All right. Yeah, so that's gonna be my action. Sketch, it's all you now.
How many successes did you get?
The additional success from forces only applies to damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, then in that case, 2.
Okay, however, what you seem to fail to realize is, because you've used forces to enchant the car, That means the car's impact will now also do aggravated damage.
I was going to do the same thing, but okay, this is great. Let's do this.
It doesn't take an action now.
Also, it'll drive faster, I think.
Oh, yes.
All right. So whose turn? Is it Sketch's turn now?
It's my turn now, yes. Okay.
Are we going around the golem, or are we going through the golem?
We're going through it, man. No. Screw this. Alright, let's do this.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Brett, how does this car go from 1 to, say, 60?
1 to 60? Let me look it up real quick. Because that is important. Because I can guarantee you, Loris has tested it.
I have to determine damage based on a sports car that's dealing aggravated damage.
Torna, why is it that we always come up with these combos?
I don't know, Tim, but it's beautiful.
Let us put it for a second, guys. I love Mage. Why? Because damage dealing sports cars. That is my reason.
Hey, Evan,
Yes.
while they're figuring that out, the staff that she's holding, it's made out of wood, right?
No, it's made out of stone, rather.
0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, 400 horsepower, and it's 186 top speed. By the way, it weighs...
From 0 to 60?
4.1 seconds. 4.1 seconds.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, just so you know, it
mother
weighs a ton and a half.
Nice.
All right.
Hi, Sketch. Roll me your dex drive, difficulty 4, because hotshot is a thing.
Okay. I get 2 successes.
Okay. I have to do some mental arithmetic, guys. Give me a second.
Don't you just love it when we make him do mental arithmetic?
I imagine Sam is like, Sketch, do your thing. He's like, yeah. You know, takes off.
It stands to mention, Sam's wearing her seatbelt this time.
Yeah, I'm wearing my seatbelt too. Holy shit.
Hi, Torna.
Well,
Hey.
Roll me 25 dice of damage.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Yeah. That's also taking into account the 6. Oh, no. Add 6 to that for the automatic ag damage the rope will inflict.
Okay, so that's 31? No. Okay. Here we go. That's a lot of damage.
15, 16, 17, 18 ag.
You've just done damage.
Damn it, Tim, you beat me.
I'm a big kid.
Open up to this thing's size. It has a crap ton of health levels. So if it actually manages to soak to the point its health levels still exist, it will physically, you will not break through its leg, and the car will stop embedded in its leg.
That's good. Yeah, but we can do this.
Okay. Right, let me just see how this one's going to work out.
Worst case scenario, we will have taken one of the biggest combatants in here out.
Yep.
Or
You guys, okay. I'm just going to describe this. The car is silver, isn't it, Brett?
Yeah.
The silver sports car moves quite literally like a bullet, as in you can almost lose sight of it for a split second as it crashes through the leg, turning it to mulch as the creature falls to its left-hand side by the impetus of the attack. However, because of the impact, it means you are slowed, so it will take you another turn to reach the Nirvana's question, though your momentum has not slowed down.
I can imagine Sam and Sketch like, holy shit!
That means goose it again.
Sam is currently screaming, yes, faster, yes!
Okay, whose turn is it now?
that would be me.
Hi, Eli.
So, who's Eli?
Oh, sorry.
That's not even the right game. Carlisle stands up smoking and is like, that it? And he's going to concentrate. He's going to take out his cell phone and toss it right at the foot of her staff as his foci. And I am going to cast Disintegrate on her staff.
Okay.
This is probably a very bad idea. But
Roll them bones.
It's the best he's got, spending a willpower. And a quint. Oh, wait, no, I don't have any quint left, so that's a difficulty 5. That's 3 successes.
Okay. The staff will shatter. You will see her look at you with incredibly angry eyes, however. Next.
Can I say something? Can I say
Yes.
something for cinematics?
Okay.
She just stole the ring. I destroyed your staff, bitch.
Okay. Who's next?
Back to the top of the round. That'd be Zach.
Hi, Zach. Zach, there's now what I would lovingly refer to as a Forces supercar bearing down on it. Would you like to make the Forces supercar go even faster?
Do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Could I do it in such a way where No, I'll use forces and make like winds to make it go faster.
So basically, you're going to hotshot the car, which is what they're doing.
Yep. I will do that. And you know what? Because I think this really needs to happen, I will spend a point of quint to lower the difficulty, and I will spend my willpower, bringing me back down to 1.
Okay. At a certain point, you're going to stop lowering the amount. Okay, continue. Just continue.
What?
Nothing.
God, I'm at like 1 quint and 1 willpower. Please, nobody come and hit me. I will die. You know what? I'm doing this at diff 3, so...
Oh,
so that's 5 successes.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Christ.
I have to do the math on this now. Okay, continuing. I think it's Jewel next.
Yeah, Joel, you're next.
Evan, I do have a really quick question.
I made a pretty quick answer.
Because whether it's his nature or his demeanor, he's a soldier. Does what he just did, continuing to fight, regain him a willpower?
I'll give you that.
Cool.
Okay, Jewel, your turn.
All right. So, considering there is now a car barreling towards these people at insane speeds.
Yeah, but bear in mind, every success multiplies the speed of the car. So it's now multiplied once, multiplied twice, multiplied 3 times, 4 times, 5. Oh, mother of Jesus.
Yes, insane speeds. Jewel is going to drop to 1 knee and offer a prayer to Hermes. To guide, basically, to guide them safely toward their destination.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And for that, I will be using not this specific route I have, but the entropy 2 effect to guide the threads of fate or nudge probability to help keep this bullet car on course.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to again spend a point of quintessence, and a willpower because I really need for this to succeed.
All right. Roll them bones.
And that is 3 successes.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. It's her turn now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Okay. Guys, I would like to put out Torna and Samira. Based on the velocity your car is going now, you cannot turn it. It would kill you both.
Oh God! So it's just straight ahead.
The sheer inertial pressure. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
She reaches out her hand. Ian, do you have correspondence?
No, I do not.
Okay. You will fall for a split second, and then you feel her arm wrapped around your middle as she leans in and whispers, "I have multiple bodies. Do you?" She teleported him right in front of her.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
I got this. I got this. Where'd she teleport?
Beg your pardon?
Can we still see her?
No. She didn't teleport. She teleported Ian right in front of her to the extent she hasn't moved. She's going to take the car, but so is he.
We can't turn. This is
Can't turn. This is happening.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target. Does anyone? No, I will be fair because I don't want to be that dick. Does anyone here have both Prime and Correspondence, and who has not already acted and would like to try and counterspell her?
I don't have correspondence on this character.
I have straight up Prime. That's all I got.
I have both, but Zach's already gone. Oh no.
Ian, I would like to shake your hand and say you sir poked the daddy issues of a psychopath.
Hey, you know what? I did my job. I kept her concentrated on Carlisle long enough for them to get out and possibly murder screw her. So.
Okay. I don't really. You know something? Yeah, I kind of want to do it. Hey, Sam, what's your action going to be? We're going to continue this.
Hold on, I do have a question.
I think I'm next.
Do I have an action of opportunity, seeing that she brought me to him, brought me to her?
No, we have to keep it in the initiative order. Sorry.
Well,
okay.
I have an idea. Something Roros can do, actually.
Actually, my idea, because I know that he's wearing some kind of metal on him, right? Because he clinks around.
He doesn't actually clank around. It's actually a really well-built armor, but...
Oh, yeah, no, you actually can't see that because he's wearing an overcoat over it, so no, you don't know he's wearing armor. My apologies.
Can I give him an idea, Evan?
Yes.
If you use Forces 3, you could telekinetically push him.
Yes, but the Nafandi's arm is wrapped around him. She would go with him.
Or do like I did. Forces Prime create a gravitational well, pull him away, leave the bitch there. Magical snatch.
How much prime would I need, though?
You need to.
I do have that. I do have forces in 2, and I do specialize in gravitational and magnetic forces.
Bitch.
Bravo.
Okay, I'm gonna have to dump the magic I was working on, and
Imagine the Taftani props he'd get, though. What was the crazy thing you did? Summon a gravitational well in the vicinity of a Nafandi and my Aetherite ally.
Right. So her arms are wrapped around her like this, right? Like around his midsection?
Yeah, wrapped around his midsection.
Alright. I'm going to create a gravitational wall above him, and I'm going to yank him up.
Okay.
Because she may be strong, but she's not going to be strong enough to hold on to him flying.
Well, you assume she has normal human physical strength, but yes.
Never mind then. That's not a good idea.
We run towards the big tower.
But honestly, if she's holding on to him with abnormal human physical strength, it's not going to matter where I yank him. She's going to go with him.
As I said, you assume her strength, though. You don't know how strong she is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to yank him up. And hopefully you won't die from falling. I'm not going to make it that tall. So, Roros is going to shift his paradigm a bit. He's actually going to put the coin, he's actually going to drop the coin. Raise his hands up like this and say, "Arise, arise, and fight for a while, for you will know the truth of life." Because music is part of his practice, actually. Crazy wisdom, yeah, I love it. So I'm spending a quintessence to lower the difficulty. Using specialized focus drops it again, so it goes from. This is fast casting.
Mm-hmm.
It's already raised a level because of using Prime, so I was at 8, now I'm at 7, now I'm at 6. Spending willpower for a non-botch / auto success. Don't fuck up now. 3 successes.
Okay. Is that 3 successes with the willpower?
Yes.
Okay. What we're now going to do is, because there's a rule for this that I had to find out because Kim exists. Thank you for Priestly Snatch. So you're now going to roll that dice pool of the forces effect, which I believe is 8 dice. You are now going to roll that as a strength dice pool opposing her strength.
Okay, so you said it's 8 dice opposed?
Yes. You will require to beat her by a minimum of at least 3 in order to yank it to a safe distance. You will not be liquefied.
Is there anything I can do to help? Anything I can do to help the effect, or is this
not really?
Okay.
It's basically the strength of your gravity versus his physical ability to hold on.
Okay. All right. Difficulty 6 still. Does one negate success? One negate successes. So.
Yeah.
Fuck me, those ones. 1 success.
I was gonna say she rolled 2.
God damn it.
Considering she only had like 3 strength, I'm slightly impressed.
Yeah.
There, Brett.
Damn, it was a good effort, though.
Apart?
We have one thing. Because that means he's getting moved. It's my turn, right?
It is your turn.
All right, I have an idea.
Oh, God.
As if we could use a stroke of luck to help things along. Guess whose affinity sphere that is?
Yes, but also bear in mind you already quirked luck so that you would stay on course.
I did not use entropy. I used forces.
No, but Heather did.
Yes, I did. I used entropy so that you would stay on course.
Well, all right. What I'm doing is I'm not altering the course. I am blessing the car so that it only strikes our enemies.
Okay, okay, that's
I'm cool with no.
Entropy is one of those bullshit spheres that lets you do a lot of kind of stuff like that. But in this specific situation, it could be done, but it would require, like, I'm talking about a dozen or more successes into effect, because you're actually skewing destiny at that point to a ridiculous degree.
Okay, I do not have enough time for that unless someone does it.
Doesn't the speed work?
Tim?
Yeah.
What you might be able to do, and I don't quite know what your levels are.
2 entropy, 2 forces, and 2 life, and then a lot of life.
Okay, so you couldn't stop her strength then?
No. What I can do though, I can influence forces. There's a gravitational well. He just created a gravitational well.
No, but the gravitational well, because it had no successes put into duration, literally lasted his turn and then closed. Because that's how forces affecting duration works.
Okay.
There's still gravity here, something like it. No.
They were so worried about that.
Only thing that I've got. The only thing that I've got is entropy to just happen to turn slightly to the side.
As I said, Sketch can turn the car to the side. It will just mean your own
die.
No. I'm talking about them turning to the side.
Wait, them turning to the side?
Yeah, because basically the way she's got it is she's gonna take the brunt of the hit.
Oh, no, Tim, you misunderstand me. This has enough impetus that it will liquefy both of them.
I think it doesn't matter where the turn we're coming in.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, but
yeah, we're coming in way too fast.
For anybody that knows Carlisle, they'll have had the distinct impression that if it means redeeming himself, he welcomes death. I think only one person in here actually knows Carlisle to any degree.
The only thing that I can do here is if I can use some other kind of effect to, whether it be forces to reduce his difficulty, it's just his difficulty to soak.
I don't think with this much damage that's probably incoming that decreasing my difficulty to -10 would help at all.
Yeah.
My armor is really good, not that good.
She rolled 5 successes on her hot shot, which means that even base, even before any other dice are rolled, it's an automatic 10 levels of ag.
Jesus
Look,
Christ.
man.
Jesus Christ.
Look.
At best, I can soak up to 15, but the last thing that car hit was trying to soak 31.
Yeah.
That is twice my armor's limit.
Jesus Christ.
I did like your line of, I have multiple bodies. Do you?
Evan, I've got just the thing for my dying breath. If this is my death.
Wait, question. Did Carlisle use his action yet?
He doesn't have. Well, he's lower in the initiative, so it hasn't come up yet.
He can still make a defensive action.
On his turn.
On his turn, we're next.
You can make a defensive action at any point in which you're attacked, and it just negates your action for the turn.
Yes. In theory, he could dodge the car.
He does have a -2 to dodge, doesn't he?
He does have the ability. In theory, he could.
To do
The
this.
problem is he doesn't know if she's bluffing with her multiple bodies, and he wants to make sure she's there to die. I honestly, Evan, you know the character. Do you think he would actually try to dodge this, or try to hold?
I'm going to tell you what to do.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he wouldn't.
Oh boy.
So, Tim, it's up to you what you want to do. You could influence fate to make it easier for him to dodge.
That's the only thing I can do at this point.
At that point, at least Samira is absolved if he chooses not to dodge.
Yeah, no, because it's not going to be like she moved him in front and I tried my best. He refused to move. Okay, I will drop another willpower because Sam would absolutely spend a willpower on this. There is 3 successes.
Okay. Because of Heather's already an existing buff, any dodge attempt you make, Tim, or you make, Ian will be at -3, because I think it caps at -3.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hey, Tamina.
Hey.
Sweet Dex Drive, difficulty 3, because Kim exists.
My fucking god.
Look, man.
I'd like to point out the other option is to watch this, in which case both you and Tim die.
No, we're okay. I got 2.
I have backups.
We got 2.
No,
We're okay.
I die.
All right, Ian. Important question: are you going to dodge?
Actually, yes, but can I say something while I'm dodging?
You
Or
may.
trying to dodge?
You may.
Because she's holding on to me, so I have no idea if dodging is actually going to work. Actually, I don't think it can work because she's holding me.
You can't make a strength roll.
At best, I can do is break her hold, which would take my action.
I'll let you dodge because I'm a fair and merciful god. It will just increase the difficulty of the roll to. It was at difficulty 3. It'll just increase the difficulty of the roll to difficulty 5.
Okay. As he's trying to dodge, he will whisper over his shoulder, "If this is my death, I wish all your bodies cursed to a slow, painful death."
Okay, roll them bones, soldier boy.
He just knows there's a djinn around. You never know.
He couldn't work outside the barrier.
Yeah, he doesn't really know that because all that well. So, this is my feline reflexes will work, right?
I feel like this is the exact definition of that.
I don't know that merit. I've never heard of that merit.
It's a specialty for dexterity. It's a dexterity specialty.
It's a dex. Yes. In that case, it will do it.
That's 1 success.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Oh. Hi, Toyna.
Hey.
Roll me 56 dice of damage.
Oh!
That hurts my soul.
Please make it only 14 successes.
It's not 14 successes at all.
3, 4, 5,
Oh god.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22. I counted 22.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree. There's 22 there.
What's the total?
22.
Add 10 to that.
32.
32. Okay.
Okay. If it helps, Carlisle. You were. I'm free. I'm away.
Oh, what was that?
I said, if it helps for Carlisle, I'm free. I'm away.
Well, of all that, I managed to soak 6 of the damage.
All right, so guys, you barrel through them. When I say, as I've mentioned, you liquefy them, I'm not joking. You're moving at the velocity where physical matter liquefies on contact. I would like... okay. The initiative order will now cease. You will see her and Carlo physically explode onto the windshield. They are physically... Torna, please make me a dexterity drive check, difficulty 10, and do not botch.
And the willpower, my man.
I'm just gonna spend willpower. Yeah, I am. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Dude!
Bro.
Nice. Quite nice.
Did he get?
2.
Like 2.
2 plus the willpower, or 2 with the willpower?
2 with the willpower.
All right. So Torna, you slam your foot on the brake. You feel the brake start to. You feel it starts to accelerate before you feel the crack hiss as the brake breaks. As it attempts to guide your inertia and to slow your speed. You spin. You will physically spin out in the sense that you will do a gigantic twist, turn. The car will flip in midair before being deposited, smashing onto the ground, some 350 feet away from the impact with the Nefandi. As you and Tim will crawl out of the now ruined car, completely unharmed.
Question, Evan. Do I get that last breath action that I got with the other character?
What do you want to do?
Look directly at the golem and scream disintegrate.
You know what? I will give you that. The golem that was still clawing its way on the ground will be immolated in a glorious cacophony of screeching flames that will reduce it to cinders and ashes. So much so that it will also blow back away, and you will see the angry ghosts still scrabbling at the outside of the Tefton of the Agrabah Knights building, also evaporated, turn to dust and nothing before your eyes in the same air.
And the voice you recognize as Carlisle's.
So yes, as I said, Torna and Tim, you will crawl out of the now wrecked vehicle.
Sketch just crawls out and his hair looks pretty much like this, like whoa. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh damn.
Hey Tim, welcome back, bitch Samira.
Oh, sorry?
I said, hey Tim, welcome back, bitch Samira.
Oh no.
Yes.
What? Where am I?
Hashtag the derangements. I get to play with them. Yay.
Oh god.
Yeah, Sketch like fall onto his knee, like onto his arse, and just look around like, oh.
The car looks like it was in a carnal. It looks like it was in a blender made of meat. You can actually see a human hand sticking out of the windscreen. It might be Carlisle's.
And just for cinematics, it's giving something the middle finger.
Why am I wearing these ones? How many shots are we at? Let me see. Everyone go up to 9. We are at 9 shots. I repeat, we are at 9 shots.
I feel like we should have a party on the 10th shot.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, Sketch. The person that was shouting and chest beating about throwing down and going ham is now sitting there crying.
Oh, that's Oh, that's oh.
I'm on back in the storm.
Sketch will like walk over and like fall like once or twice because at that speed and velocity you don't know what your legs are.
Yeah.
And he'll probably like like cup her face in his hands like, "Are you okay? Yeah.
Who are you?
Are you okay?" Oh.
Where am I?
Sketch doesn't even say anything, just begins to scoop her up slowly, like, "Come on, it's all right. It's all right. Don't look at the car. Look at me. It's all right. Where the fuck are we?" Looks around back over.
Am I like a bitch?
I will point out, based on the impetus of the velocity of the impact and the hilarious distance traveled vertically, the Nephondus's head is going to thunk down about you'd say about 8 feet away from Torda.
Oh.
Actually, Evan, the middle finger is pointed right at where the golem was.
Yeah.
The head with a sickening thunk.
Oh, that's Sketch will just stare at the creepy smiling head and be like, "Oh, that's not creepy at all. Oh God, here, come on, let's not look at that."
Twisted smile across its face, even in the last moment of its existence. Continue.
He's like, "Come on, let's not look at that. We're gonna put that in a box. Come on." Start picking her up and walking, hobbling over towards where the others are. Eventually.
Yeah, Jewel is running in the direction the car was going.
You probably see Sketch carrying Sam.
Yeah. On the upside, it looks like Sam's back to normal.
Well, that's a little bit of a relief, I guess. But not so much under the circumstances.
Yeah, Goon Samira got shit done. Bitch Samira just cries.
By the way, Kim, are you there?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Kim, a shadowy figure appears in front of you as everyone else is running off to check on those in the car. And you see the shadowy figure of Templehoff smile. She will say, "You honestly don't think you can defeat me, do you, Father Belmont?"
I believe that the Lord will give me strength.
My master stands with me, is real and tangible, and was old even when your God created this universe. And you choose to match the intangible against the tangible. Why is that?
Because sometimes you just have to go on faith. That everything will be alright in the end. Sure, there is darkness in the world. And right now it is overbearing. But there are cracks in that darkness. And that is how the light gets through.
This is a world of darkness. Ahaha. It's like in that moment where the people in the movie say the name of the movie. She will say, "This is a world of darkness, clogged with sin. We intend to purify it. Where there can be no more light, there can be no more darkness. There will merely be perfection. The end."
No. My bad.
No, she'll say, "And I look forward to sharing it with you, Father."
No, we shall not share this world, for it shall not come to pass.
With that, the smoky apparition will disappear. And, yeah.
Burroughs is going to look at his car, is going to shrug and walk off, saying something to the effect of, "I don't think my insurance covers this."
Brandon?
So how was your car wrote off? Shadowlands accident?
just gonna list it as stolen.
It's the new insurance. Traditions Farm.
Meanwhile, we just wrecked the place. Fuck the gang. As they're walking over. But
Oddly enough,
Is her staff still there?
no, it was turned to dust.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Guys, on another rocky bluff looking at you, you will see two Asian people who appear to be on a lovely walk.
Oh, well, that's random. Can we go home? Could be still holding Sam.
Let's go see if the Emir has any good news for us. And Ross is gonna head to Arabian Nights.
When you get back inside Agrabah Nights, to her word, the Emir guarded Alex. You'll notice that the windows are shattered, however, and the room appears to be slightly in disarray. However, the boy appears fine, despite the fact the Emir has deep cuts all over her face and body, and they're bleeding a kind of a weird luminescent blood that seems to glow with its own bright luminescence.
Zach will walk over to her, and he will, because seeing the others were bowing and stuff towards her, he will, or at least that's what they do, he will bow very deeply and he will say, I am in your debt for keeping him safe.
I promised I would keep the child safe, and I did so.
And I am in your debt for that.
The enchantments that were preventing me from moving the building have dissipated. Is it your wish, masters, that we return from whence we came?
We'll also look outside to make sure nobody's left behind, and we'll say, yes, we should return. We'll need to get a new car. He'll look
For the record, Nazar is there as well. He doesn't appear to be as badly ruffled as the Emir is, but his sword, he has two swords, both of which are in his hands when you enter, which he will sheathe respectively. And there will be a snap of the fingers. The sky above you will cease crying nightmares. The greyness that pervades the room will turn back to colour. The house will resit where it was. And all will be the exact same as it was, with the exception of some broken glass and one empty place at the dinner table. With that, I would like to say thank you players for playing, thank you watchers for watching. This has been another scene of Darkness in Dublin, where hot shotting hot rods is now